For those of you who don't know, a cryptid is a creature that people claim exists, but no evidence has been found to prove it. Some of the most popular cryptids include Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and the Jersey Devil. However, almost every culture around the world have their own legends about creatures that lurk in the shadows. For this video, we're going to look at the monster that is said to exist in 3 different states, the Melonheads. Melonheads are said to live in the forests of Michigan, Connecticut, and Ohio, and while they all have different lore on their current whereabouts, their origins are eerily similar. In Kirtland, Ohio, they are said to be children who were experimented on by a man named Dr. Crow. They got their name from when Dr. Crow injected chemicals into their brains, causing their head to grow to awful proportions. Because of the terrible conditions of their living space, they developed hydrocephalus and grew insane. After taking all of the abuse that they could stand, the legend states that they killed Dr. Crow and burned down the facility in which they were kept. The Melonheads of Ohio are now said to reside in the forest of Crybaby Bridge and kill and cannibalize anyone who comes into contact with them. In Michigan, the Melonheads are said to reside near Felt Mansion, but have been reportedly seen in the areas near Ottawa County. In this version of the legend, a group of children with hydrocephalus were admitted to Junction Insane Asylum near Felt Mansion. After suffering a great deal of abuse, the children grew feral and plotted to kill the doctor who abused them. The children had no place to hide his body, so they decided to cut him up into small pieces and hide him all throughout the facility. They are said to roam the forests surrounding the asylum. Things get a little convoluted in Connecticut. Melonhead sightings have been reported in multiple locations throughout Fairfield County, including Trumbull, Shelton, Stratford, Monroe, Seymour, Easton, Weston, Oxford, Milford, and Southbury. There are even 2 different variations of their origins. The first variation is very similar to the previous ones. The Melonheads were patients in a mental institution that burnt down in 1960. They were among the few to survive the fire and escaped into the woods. The legend claims that the patients were forced to resort to cannibalism to survive the harsh Connecticut winters, and inbreeding caused them to develop hydrocephalus. The second variation claims that the Melonheads are descendants of a colonial-era family from the Shelton-Trumbull region that were banished from their colony after accusations of witchcraft. And like the rest of the legend, their disfigured forms were the result of inbreeding. Despite their comical names, the Melonheads are said to be extremely dangerous. If any humans or animals wander into their territory, they will kill them and eat them and leave nothing behind. So if you live in Michigan, Ohio, or Connecticut, or you ever decide to visit these states, make sure you don't wander too far into the woods. You may not come back out. Thanks for watching. Stay weird.